up? This is the cheat sheet for Thursday, October 20th. Book your airfares now for the holidays. And I can't emphasize this enough. Book your airfares now. We just saw holiday airfare go up across the board. And we're talking about from the week of Thanksgiving all the way through the end of the year. Each way, every major airline raised prices a minimum of $2 and as high as $10. So, the round-trip airfare just went up $4 to $20 on every single ticket with every single major airline during that period of time. And here's the thing, it does not look like this will be the last increase. We are back into that trend to where booking out in advance for the holidays is going to be necessary if you want to get the best deal. Regional air carriers, no, not for the airlines, but for cellular phones. To this point, technology kind of leaves out everybody else in between. In larger cities and more populous areas, we get all the cool technologies, but if you're in a more rural part of the world, well, not so much. That could be changing. For the first time ever, Apple has offered one of its products, this happening to be the uber popular iPhone 4S, to a regional carrier. A carrier in Mississippi, formerly known as Cellular South, just gained access to the iPhone 4S. They serve about 900,000 customers in rural parts of Mississippi. This does not look like the last step by Apple either. It looks like they're going to try to strike deals with more regional carriers that can get their products out into rural communities. So now, technology may not stop at the end of the city limits. Social gaming, this is becoming uber popular, and I'm not just talking about, like the Facebook games, the Farmville and Cityville and all that. I'm talking about gambling. A little bit's changed since the crackdown with all those major gambling sites, right? I mean, you had millions of daily users on them, and it's not as though they wanted to stop gambling, it's just that the Fed shut them down. So now what do? Well, it turns out that a lot of legal companies are popping up poker sites, including Zynga, which does make the aforementioned Farmville and Cityville. They are actually creating these online game sites that you have to pay. In fact, one of them is doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a day in business. The house always wins. But here's the other thing. You, in a lot of these, can play with other people socially online. So let's say that you still want to gamble, and you still want money to be involved, but you can't do it online. Well, if you were to socially connect, say with all of your friends that you would ordinarily gamble with, and wink, wink, nudge, nudge, we know what each chip in the virtual casino is really worth. Even if we're playing for fun online, we might be playing for stakes that are going to be settled later. Millions, it looks like over 6 million people are actually now playing the legal online gambling sites that way. I wonder if we'll all be friends after the game. Or at least if you came to my door looking for money anyway. Alright, Facebook friends. To this point, you think Facebook friends, maybe you're into it, maybe you're not. I think a bunch of people are actually going to start counting numbers today. For no other reason than they're going to want to look like the smarter person in the room. There's actually a new study out that suggests that, get this, Facebook friends equals brain density. Specifically, that people with larger quantities of Facebook friends actually have more gray matter. No kidding. This is what they're finding. Now, it's too early to necessarily draw conclusions. I can tell you my wife, for example, might not appreciate that. I do know that she's very intelligent, and she does only accept invitations from people she's really friends with, not just anybody. But you can see it now. Once this story really permeates out there in the mainstream, everybody's going to be racing to try to get their Facebook friends up, because now suddenly the number of friends is going to be assumed to be your IQ or something. Alright, value investing. This is becoming more popular. This isn't a new idea. We've had a lot of people that, for example, will not invest in drug companies, or won't invest in tobacco companies, or don't want to invest in oil companies, whoever the case may be. They don't believe in that particular line of business. This is starting to happen in conservative circles now. In fact, Tea Party portfolios are actually now becoming in vogue, where people want to invest just in companies that reflect their particular values. So it's as much about the values of the company as it is the actual value of the company. There's more information, including a sample Tea Party portfolio that has been put out by an analyst on my physical cheat sheet today. 3D gaming is almost here. We have 3D TVs. If you wanted the 3D gaming, For just regular computers, it's coming. Sony with the 3D monitor, it's going to be $500 and it's going to hit store shelves November 13th. And Amazon Prime, their TV service, has added the PBS lineup. So you'll now be able to stream PBS through Amazon Prime. That's the cheat sheet for today. See you tomorrow.